Hello, welcome to Making Your Home Ownership Dreams a Reality. We're going to be talking about the Home Buying Assistance Program presented by VCCDC. My name is Ricardo Orosamena. I joined VCCDC in 2019. I've actually been working more than 20 years in this business as a mortgage specialist. And, my goal is to assist low to moderate income families, buyers in Ventura, Santa Barbara, Kern, and LA County. I've been doing this for a long time, and prior to coming to VCCDC, I did down payment assistance through other programs. So I am familiar with what that's like, and I look forward to the opportunity that I can talk to you and see what I can do to help you. A little bit about VCCDC. VCCDC is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. It was founded by Rodney Fernandez and Bertha Garcia. And we have a simple mission statement: to strengthen and sustain vibrant communities by empowering individuals and families to build wealth through education and home ownership, with a primary focus on serving low to moderate income clients. So, along the way, you're going to be hearing maybe some terms that have to do with how we help with the home buying assistance. So one that comes to mind right away is who is a first-time home buyer? First-time home buyer is somebody, obviously, that has not owned a home ever. They never had the opportunity to purchase a home. Okay. Now, let's say that you did buy a home, but you sold it more than 3 years ago. Let's say 4 or 5 years ago, you sold your house. You've now been renting. You'd still would be considered a first-time home buyer. Now, another individual that would be considered a first-time home buyer was be somebody that, as a result of a divorce, they were displaced. You might have owned a home prior to getting the divorce, and the house went to one of you, and so now you're considered a displaced spouse. You would be eligible as a first-time home buyer. Other things that we look at are these terms: low income, moderate income. So every year, HUD and HDC basically sets the income limits, the area median income in every county, every county out there. And so low income would be 80% of whatever that is, and moderate income is up to 120% of whatever that area median income is. And we service clients in Ventura County, Kern County, Los Angeles County, and Santa Barbara County. Each one of those counties has a different income limit. And part of what we look at has to do with household size. So you could be a family of one all the way up to a family of 8. And there's an income limit for each one of those examples in every single county. So definitely talk to us. We can definitely assist you with. We have some documents that you can look at. So once this presentation is over, go onto our virtual website and see some of the documentation that we have that talks about income limits. So like I said, household size, if you're a family of 5 up to a family of 8, definitely talk to us. We'll see what we can do to assist you. Another thing that I want to talk to you about is that myth that you need 20% as a down payment when you buy a house. I've heard a lot of people, over the years, tell me that they can't afford to buy a house because they just don't have enough money to buy because they don't have that 20% down payment. That's not true. If you're buying a home that you're going to occupy, depending on the program, it could be as low as 3%. And of course, if you're buying and you're a veteran, that's different. There would be no down payment in that kind of an example. But let's talk about how you achieve your down payment with the programs that we have to offer. So CalHome is a deferred loan program. It's been in existence for quite some time now. And every year it kind of goes up a little bit. Right now, we have it at $40,000 for down payment assistance. Now, this is a deferred loan for 30 years. It has a simple interest at 3%. There's no payment with that $40,000. You basically are going to pay that back when you sell, refinance, or finish paying off your house. Okay. You can use this money for down payment, closing costs, or a combination of both. So this is a great fund, and you can definitely use this and maybe put it together with some of our other programs. Now, one of the requirements for CalHome is that you have at least 1% of whatever the purchase price is that you're buying of your own funds in your own accounts. So as long as you can meet that requirement, you can use the rest to pay, all of the down payment and closing costs. It's just, it'll have to do with how we structure that loan. One thing about CalHome, it is not driven by whatever your credit score or FICO score is. So you don't have to have a specific credit score for this program, but you do have to be able to obtain financing. You have to be able to qualify for a home loan. So depending on the programs that you use, if you can get financing, you can get pre-approved for financing and you're under the income limit, you're a first-time home buyer, you have that 1% that's a requirement, then you might be eligible for our program. With most down payment assistance programs, you have to have no more than a 45% maximum ratio. And let me explain what that means. A housing payment plus your debt, like a car payment, credit cards, student loans, all those combined can't be more than 45% of your income. So that's going to kind of determine how much property, how much house you can buy, depending on whether it's a condo or a house. Let's see. Now, CalHome also has another fund called From Here Forward. And this is a program that has to do with disaster recovery. If you remember the Thomas and Woolsey fires that occurred a few years ago, a lot of people were financially affected. And so if you were somebody that falls under that criteria, then you could be eligible for potentially up to $100,000 in assistance. This is a program that it's only been around since its last year. It's just like the other CalHome loan product. It's got deferred interest, simple interest that accrues annually. There's no payment with this loan. And that simple interest is 3%. Okay. You can use this for down payment, closing costs, or you can bind them to cover both. Again, you have to have at least 1% of the purchase price of your own funds to be able to be eligible for this program. It is not driven by your credit score. You just have to be able to qualify for financing. The maximum debt to income ratios is 45%. You're going to find that that's across the board, even with other programs. Okay. Now, this program is available also to moderate income families. So if you're at or under 120% of whatever the area median income, and you were affected by the fires that occurred, Woolsey and the Thomas fires, then this is something that you might be eligible for. You could also be low income, 80% or under, and still also benefit from this program. So definitely talk to us, and we'll find out where you sit with that. Now, WISH is our forgivable grant. This is a grant that is now at $22,000. And the way that works is this. For every $1 that you contribute to your purchase, WISH is going to match $4 for a maximum of $22,000. You can use that $22,000 for down payment, closing costs. You can mix it up so that it covers both of that. This program is forgiven after 5 years, but every year it's forgiven 20%. So that $22,000 is going to be forgiven about $4,400 a year until at the end of the 5 years, it is forgiven completely. And the beauty about this program is that it builds wealth. That's money that you don't have to pay back. It's forgiven. You have instant wealth and equity in your property. We had originally, just maybe about a week or so ago, we were stating that we had exhausted, there was no funds available for this program, but we are just working into a relationship with another banking organization that's going to be able to potentially assist us with it. So definitely talk to us about this. Maybe we'll have some good news by the time this becomes available. Reach out to us and we'll let you know how it works. Another grant program that was available in Ventura County, it's called Hope to Home. Hope to Home is a forgivable grant. It's $23,000, forgiven after 5 years, just like the WISH program. You obviously have to be at 80% or under the area median income in the county that you happen to be buying in. So you could be buying in, Bakersfield, which is Kern County, Ventura, LA County, Santa Barbara County. As long as you're under the 80% AMI, then you might be eligible for these programs. Now, let me back up and say something. I was thinking about the WISH program. The Hope to Home program is a Ventura County program only. It has to do with, it was provided by the Ventura County, so it's not available to those other counties. So I kind of misspoke there. So I'm sorry about that. Also, this program is not available right now. The funds were exhausted, and we have not gotten a replacement. We haven't gotten any info from the County of Ventura that these funds are available. So, but you just never know. Talk to us. We'll let you know what we've got available. Now, in Bakersfield, they have a program that with the same name. It's called Hope to Home. This is not a grant. This is a deferred loan. It's up to $23,000. There's simple interest that you pay on that. There's no payment on it. You do have to pay it back. And of course, you do have to meet the eligibility for being at or under 80% in the county that you're buying. This is only available for a purchase in the city of Bakersfield. So talk to us about the Kern County income limits to see if you might be eligible for this program. Now, for those of you that are higher income, that exceed low income and exceed moderate income, there's still an option for you. There's a program in the state of California. It's called California Housing Agency, Finance Agency, or CalHFA. It also provides down payment assistance and closing cost assistance for you. The most that you're going to be able to get from them is a 3.5% of whatever the sales price is that you can use towards your down payment. They also help up to 3% of whatever the first mortgage loan is that you can use for closing costs. This is another program. I've been doing CalHFA loans for the last 20 years. I've helped a lot of families. And if you don't quite meet the criteria for low income or moderate income, this is something that definitely you can take advantage of. The maximum income limit in Ventura County is $194,000. So that obviously you might be in this realm, but not be eligible for the other ones. But it's a definite viable program that has helped a lot of families. And on June 1st, there's not going to be any sales price limits on eligible properties. They used to put a cap on that. So definitely talk to us to see how we can accommodate you and your needs. Now, how do these programs work? Can we put them together? Can we stack them? We can. That's one thing about these programs that you can have. I remember last year when we had Hope to Home, Wish, CalHome grant. It was total of a little bit over $70,000 that we were putting together as a maximum down payment for purchase. And in some of these programs, you can combine them with some of the municipality programs, like the City of Oxnard program. So this is something that is something that you need to talk about, see how we can assist you on that. Well, thank you again. I want to invite you to visit our virtual booth. You can speak with the mortgage specialist, and we're available through live video stream or a chat. We also have resources, flyers. If you want to know about the AMI, reach out. We've got information on the AMI and the county that you happen to be buying in. It's a great tool for you to see just kind of where you're at. And of course, we can talk about all the other down payment programs that are available. And you can learn more about our services. Thank you again for this time. There's going to be a chat box and that you can type questions into when you go on our site. And so we're there to answer your questions. Please visit our virtual booth. Thank you so much for joining us. There's a couple of questions that came up that I'm going to try to address. So one of the questions is, in the assistance of up to $100,000, do all applicants get that full amount? If you are eligible for this program, you were affected by the Thomas and the Woolsey fires financially, then you could potentially get the full $100,000. There's no limit on that. So it all depends on your profile, your situation. So definitely talk to us. Another question is, what is the average amount that people receive? And really that depends on what we've got available. We've been able to bundle in the past, layer 1, 2, 3, 4 programs for a total of a certain amount of money. Right now, we have the $40,000 CalHome deferred loan, and we have high expectations that we are very, very soon going to have Wish. So in that example, it's about $63,000. If you're buying in an area like Oxnard, you live in Oxnard, buy in Oxnard, you might visit them and see if we can maybe bundle some of those together. So What's the average amount? It all depends on your profile, your situation, and what's available. What is the average income limit for these programs? The income limits, you'll be able to go and look at a flyer on that. So it depends on your family size, how much income you make. So if you're buying in any one of those 4 counties, you'll be able to see what the maximum income limit is for your family size. And so the limit's going to be based on, whether you're a family of 1 or up to a family of 8. Again, thank you very much for this time. Thank you.